Hey, how you doing? This is Cesar Rosas, and you're watching Bay Area Sports Rap.
How are you? After playing 3 games in a week, overall, what positive and opportunities would you like to take away for Montreal? Thank you so much.
To be honest, I think we're beyond taking positives from games we don't get points out of, so I don't think it's worth elaborating in that direction.
Regardless of the result, what do you think about the goal that you scored and you trying to, keep positive for your team? Thank you.
Yeah, I think in situations like these, each game starts 0-0. Unfortunately, we went down 2-0 pretty quickly, and we knew that we had to fight. We didn't want to get blown out. We wanted to put our best foot forward, and I thought we put ourselves in a position to get a little bit more out of the game despite the early difficulties. But it's not enough, and I don't see it as something that's positive to look forward to in regards to Montreal.
Thank you. Next, Becky.
So you alluded to this perhaps with your earlier answer. Is the importance in getting points on the board at this point just setting a better standard going into next season, or anything else in that motivation for getting points in every game possible?
I think we owe it to the fans, we owe it to the city, and we owe it to ourselves to try and get points. Can't talk about next year because, frankly, I don't know if I'll be here next year. I don't know if some of the guys in the locker room will be here next year, and that's what happens in seasons like these, where everything is a disaster, frankly. And to think about foundations for next year is something that I think we'd be very naive to think about as individuals and as a collective.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Michael.
All right, Jeremy, so you scored a goal at the 40th minute, and Hernan got a very close opportunity where it went right on top of the goal. So what was the mood of you guys going into the locker room at halftime when you cut it in half with your foot?
I think there's an acknowledgement that the start wasn't what it needed to be, and as long as we're in the game and we're capable of playing, then we're going to focus on what we can try and do to get a result out of the game. So it was, an acknowledgement of how the first half went, a belief that we were on the front foot and capable of equalizing, maybe winning the game as well. Obviously, that's not what happened, and so now we look back with frustration, disappointment yet another time.
Thank you. Marco.
Jeremy, you look when you guys get down in that hole 2-0 early. Maybe in months past of the season, you guys maybe could have maybe just put your head down easily and not just went through the motions, but you guys didn't. You actually came back, you scored to cut it in half, and you seem like you outchanced them in that second half, but then you don't get the results you want. So, how frustrating is it going forward when you know you can outchance a team like them, but still not come up with any points?
Yeah, it's naturally very frustrating. The point of the game is to get 3 points and to be dominant or to have more opportunities and not convert. It's okay if it happens once or twice a year, but if it's happening several times and then in the games that you are outplayed, you're not able to steal points, then you end up in the situation that we're in right now. We're not as bad as our record insists, but also there's like a humility that we have to understand that we are at what we are, and there's a reason for that too.
Brian.
So I understand that you were kind of scheduled to just play the first 45 tonight. With cutting it in half late, and with the momentum seeming to build, were you trying to campaign to stay in at least for a little bit longer to try to continue that momentum?
I was not. My health is paramount, and I worked with the staff to create a plan that would help the team and help keep me healthy. Now we'll see if how I respond to the 45 minutes I had tonight, but no, I think it's very important to prioritize health as much as possible.
Hey Jeremy, whether it be tonight or like the 4 games remaining, what are some things you think you guys as a unit can still hang your hat on? Going into today, where did you guys feel like you can affect the game or have an advantage in?
I mean, it's no secret that we can be dangerous and that we can threaten any team that we play, even if our record doesn't show that. So we're going to go in and we're going to try and get points in each and every game that we do end up a part of. But there's nothing to kind of be proud of to date. That's for sure.
Thank you, and we will go to questions online.
sure to give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.